let's talk about water. So water, obviously a key to all life, including this tree's life, particularly when it's young. This tree is going to need its regular daily allowance of water or weekly allowance of water usually through the end of July. Now, a lot of times that's being gotten by the tree by rain. So today it's an overcast day, it's been raining, the soil is saturated, we're going to get some more rain. We're not going to water the tree today. But normally, what we recommend is to have 1 or 2 5-gallon buckets of water available, or a good hose coming off of a spigot, where basically you're going to saturate, slowly drizzling water into this hole until it looks basically like the water has kind of like filled up, and then letting that drain. So you're kind of going to fill this hole up with water. That'll help settle this, and then you'll let it drain. Now, if it's kind of overcast day and you're thinking there's going to be rain within the next 48 hours, that probably 1 saturation is good enough. But if you're looking at like iffy conditions or maybe some bright sun coming in the next day, I would recommend doing that second bucket, and then that basically gives your tree that water for, say, a week. Now that's basically what we're recommending for every week that tree is in the ground. That if you're not getting good regular spring rains, which we've had some variable springs that have been either too hot or too dry or who knows, we may need to come back out to this hole on a weekly basis and give this tree a 5-gallon bucket's worth of water, sometimes 2 if you're getting extreme drought and extreme temperatures. So just be mindful, this tree is growing roots. It needs that wonderful moisture, but not a ridiculous amount. If it's raining consistently weekly, you're probably good. Be mindful that even as the spring passes, you're still going to need to do this when you get into June or July. So if you get into a lot of people make a little bit of a mistake of thinking it got water in May, it's good for June and July. Please continue to pay attention to your tree's water needs through that time. Now the soil, one of the key reasons for doing this saturation is this settling of the soil so that these oxygen pockets are eliminated from this digging of this hole. Tree roots, while they don't want to be drowned by too much water, they also don't grow into areas where there's lots of oxygen going around. So we're trying to basically recreate this settled environment that's already undisturbed around the rest of the hole, the rest of the tree's environment, so that it basically thinks that this soil and the tree on either side, are one. So yes, please pay attention to the water needs. It's just like one of those super best things you can do for yourself. You plant it right, you take care of it right for the first 3-4 months. That's the best you can do. And honestly, after that, the tree often doesn't need water in ensuing seasons beyond what Mother Nature gives it. Thank you, friends.